Thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. In our last Lightroom Classic Update video, we covered how the October 2022 release made some huge improvements to masking and brought content aware to the healing brush. The major highlight in this April 2023 update is AI Denoise. Let's take a look. Here is a photo of our best boy Carlton shot at ISO 100 on the Canon 5D Mark IV. It's not terribly noisy, but there is some color noise on this back wall. I'll open the detail panel and under noise reduction, select Denoise. It's simple enough to use. You just adjust the amount slider and check the preview window until you find the sweet spot you're happy with. At the default 50%, the background noise is completely cleaned up, and we aren't really losing much sharpness or detail in Carl's fur or eye. So I'll click Enhance, and now it will make a new DNG file with the noise reduction baked in. I think it looks really clean. Now let's go back to the original and use the old noise reduction tools. I think the noise reduction itself looks a lot better with the AI Denoise, and the sharpness is definitely better as well. So far, it's the tits, but let's look at a few more examples. Here, same camera, but the ISO is at 2000. We've got a good amount of noise in this shot, so let's clean it up. Here's the original, now with the new AI Denoise feature, and now with the old Denoise sliders. Again, AI is the winner here. If you want to match the noise removal with the old sliders, it will lose a lot of detail and sharpness, but do whatever you want, your funeral. All right, one last one. I really want to test it on a more extreme example. So here I'm really pushing the darker areas of the photo, so it looks pretty disgusting. I'll run the denoiser at 50%. Not bad at all. Sure, it's a little mushier in some areas, but considering the amount of noise that we were dealing with, it's really pretty amazing. Adaptive presets came out last year, but they did add a few new ones for portraits, and those are Polished Portrait, Darken Beard, and Enhance Close. Now, if you haven't used adaptive presets before, they are powered by AI and will make custom adjustments for every photo. Let's take a look at the Polished Portrait preset. The most notable difference is the brightening of the eyes and the softening of the skin. If we take a look at the masks it added, you can see exactly what it's doing for each body feature. So the facial skin is getting a -25 and -10 for the texture and clarity respectively. The eyebrows are also getting darkened a little, the eyes an exposure bump, and so on and so forth. So you can always go into the individual mask settings and continue to tweak it as you see fit. If you're someone who tends to do a lot of touch-ups to your portraits in Lightroom, this can save you some time. Now, I did notice a couple of issues, however. For instance, with the Darken Beard preset, it resets the calibration panel. That seems like an oversight to me. It shouldn't touch that calibration panel at all. The Polished Portrait preset wipes out any changes to the HSL panel and makes saturation and luminance adjustments to the reds, which again, doesn't really seem necessary. So if you do want to use adaptive presets, just apply them first and then add your own presets or go about editing as you normally do. Another new addition worth mentioning is that you can now add curve adjustments to your masks. I like using curves for more precise control over the contrast. If you find the tone curve completely baffling, we made a comprehensive video talking all about it, which I will link down below. You may also notice some small changes to the develop panels. Instead of switches, we now have eyeballs on the left, which allow you to quickly see the effect each panel has on your edit. If you want to turn off or on a panel, just hold Alt or Option on your keyboard, and then you're back to the familiar switches that you can flip to your heart's content. You also have these handy dots below your tools at the top, which tell you which ones you've used in your edit. That just about wraps things up with this latest edit. While not the most groundbreaking, the AI Denoise feature is definitely the headline and is pretty freaking impressive. Try it out for yourself and let us know what you think down in the comments. Now, excuse me while I go pay some bills.
We've been Squarespace customers since 2013, way before this YouTube channel started. We currently pay for 4 Squarespace websites and striptriviapod.com is one of them.
If you're not raking in money hand over fist with your podcast, you might want to check out Squarespace's new member areas, where you can sell access to gated content like video classes, digital downloads, or newsletters.
You can also showcase your photography with Squarespace's professional portfolio designs. Customize the layout, the look, and the feel to make it your own. Also, you can schedule and book appointments straight from your website. You need to log in that client meeting? Well, they can easily see your availability and reschedule if needed, making your life a heck of a lot easier.
Here's what our new podcast website looks like. And if you're in the market for a new website or domain, we'll save you 10% when you go to squarespace.com/mangostreet, or just click the link down in the description, or use the code MangoStreet at checkout. The options are virtually endless.
Sounds like there's just 3 options.
Okay, there's 3 options.